Guys, it finally happened. I got. Look who I got here. I got my boy here.
How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen?
What's up, Finn fans? So, like you could see, I got Kflexin here. You guys been begging on his channel, on my channel. You just been, dude, Kflexin. Well, I got him here. He's the man, the myth, the legend.
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? What's up, Dougley, the DouglieDoWrong? I don't know what y'all, the DouglieDoWrong. What are y'all?
I don't think they have a name. Do you guys have? Comment below if you have a name. I don't know if they have a name.
All right, what's up, y'all?
So if you can tell by the title in this video, me and Kflexin are essentially, we could get a lot of money under the cap, but there's players that have to go for us to get a lot of money under the cap. So essentially what I'm gonna do is me and Kflexin, I'm gonna throw out some names. We're gonna talk about the money and dead money and the savings we can get, and we'll see where we go from there, and then we'll answer one of your guys' questions at the end. So let's start it off with the guy that we all, well, me and you, I know me and you want this guy gone, but there's a lot of people that don't, and that's Ryan Tannehill.
Yes. He got to go. That's it. Yes, he got to go. But I mean, and if he want to take a pay cut, he could stay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have the numbers, but if he want to take a pay cut, he could stay. But for the most part, for his current price, he got to go. Mm-hmm. Especially when we starting this whole new Dolphins, new era thing. It's just no purpose of keeping him. You know what I'm saying? The old quarterback, he's not even gonna feel like the new. We starting something new. Exactly. We got to refresh the whole thing, reset the whole thing.
If we designate him for a post June 1st cut, which means we have to wait till June 1st to use this money, we get 18.75 million back. But if we keep him, it's 26 million on the books. So we can use that 18.75 to sign the draft class and have the carryover money.
I'll be honest with you, you got to go. And it also depends. A lot of things depend on whether you think we got to tank or not. Because even if we are tanking, say, or rebuilding, that's a nice way. I was like, say, you want to be nice about it. But if we are tanking, then a rookie quarterback that's making a little bit of money, or even just a terrible quarterback we could get that's making a little bit of money, we can have him and lose. You know. If you actually want to win this season, though, that's when it gets tricky on whether you want to keep Ryan Tannehill, because he can win you some games. He can win you more games than some quarterbacks. Yeah. But, you know, it just depends on who you want to re-sign in his place. But I cut him.
Yeah, me too. I'd move on for the simple fact of what you just said. And also, it's just 7 years.
Yeah, I done seen enough. I was in high school. I don't know what grade I was in when he got drafted. I done seen enough, man. I feel like I'm getting old.
Yeah, right. So, all right, Tannehill's gone. We'll add this 18.7 million to the cap because we're taking over 6.6 million, and I think with the season starting, I think we'd be at like around 20 million under the cap. Not a lot of money. So we take the 18.75, so we're at about 30 something million under the cap. It's not bad. Robert Quinn, we cut him. We saved 12.9 million. He's young. He's 28. He's not too old, but he's having back problems, and he didn't do great last season.
I always knew Robert Quinn was a bum. Let me just say that off day. But he's not a bum, but for what he get paid, he's not that great.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like it's just so hard to find even a decent pass rusher, though. To be honest with you, even though we couldn't get no pressure with him in the first place, I would like to probably cut him, but only if we can get another guy in there, because we need some type of pass rusher, to be quite honest with you. Yeah. Ziggy Ansah, I think I really like. He's supposed to be a free agent, but I don't know how much he'll cost. I really like Ziggy Ansah, so that's who I would get to try to replace him. Yeah. But I do feel like we do need a pass rusher, though. So I don't know if we could. I don't know if we can cut him. Cameron Wake's age. One of them can go. Put it that way. One of them can go. Cameron Wake or Robert Quinn.
Yeah, exactly. It's either re-sign Cameron Wake and have him, take on these young up and coming DNs, or Quinn, but 12.9 million for what he did this year is not.
Yeah, because I looked it up, and we got the highest paid defensive end core in the whole entire NFL. But
do anything.
If you add up all our defensive ends, we don't get any production out of that.
It's crazy, and we had no pressure. Everyone was getting single blocked. It was hot garbage.
It's always bad. It's always bad.
So for me personally, if he takes a pay cut, then sure. But if not, I think I'm going to start fresh with that D-line. Devante Parker, if we keep him $9.4 million.
He can go.
Yeah, I think
he can go because he can go because I'm gonna be honest with you. I do like we don't have no big receivers, but he has so much opportunities. I feel like with the team, y'all can see how already I'm fed up with Ryan Tannehill. I'm already done with him after 7 years. I'm done with Parker as well. After what 4? It's been 4.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I feel like Parker do have potential. Like I feel like he could be a stud. I love his abilities and all that. But I only got a certain amount of years with people, and I feel like Dolphins did give him more than enough opportunities, more than enough chances to really show his worth. So even if he went to another team and was amazing, I wouldn't blame the Dolphins.
Exactly.
He has opportunities.
Exactly, and he's just on my channel I call him Bubble Wraps McGee because this dude is always injured. He like sprains his ankle, he's out. He like jams his thumb, he's out. Like
he that's the only problem when he get hurt too much. I think he's good when he's on the field, but you just get hurt too much. You have too many times. I wouldn't be mad if we kept him. Maybe he'll make less money. I wouldn't be upset. That's not a guy that I say must go. But if we do get rid of him, I'm not going to be angry at the organization.
Yeah,
I understand it.
Most definitely. Next, we have Branch, who will save $7 million by cutting him, but it's also $2 million in dead money. But
it kind of
are we saving more than we're losing?
Yeah, by $5 million.
Cut him. Because he's trash. And I'm unapologetic. He's trash. Yeah. And he should never got a contract to begin with.
Nope.
But, and I hate saying that because that's people money I'm talking about. But yeah, he's a millionaire. He wasn't good last year. He wasn't good this year. He robbed the Dolphins blind. He could barely start. He could barely get in the game. When he does get in the game, he don't make plays whatsoever. Over the last 2 years, can you think of a time where you said, damn, good play, Andre Branch? I really can't. No. Maybe once. But I can't even think of it. I never once, even with Robert Quinn and Cameron Wake, I thought, like, oh my God, that was an amazing play by them. I've never looked at Andre Branch and be like, oh my God, Andre Branch, you just made a freaking play. All right? Yeah. I've never done that.
Yeah, because there's a few games this season where Quinn had like 2 sacks a game. Where, you were like, oh, wow, okay, maybe he got
even
something.
With pressures and stuff like that. Even with pressures and stuff like that, I could see Quinn, he'll make a quarterback at least step up in the pockets. Mm-hmm. Andre Branch, I don't know what he ever did. I really don't know when he was on the field. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he has enough. I don't think you can make a highlight tape of Andre Branch. If you can make a highlight tape of Andre Branch, you're special. I don't know how you found all that film.
Really combing through those film studies. Really.
You had to look through everything. You might have to bring up his high school to get to 5 minutes.
It's just a bunch of footages of him tripping people. That's all.
Andre Branch, he could go. I know the dead money or whatever, but as long as you saving more than you getting, he can go.
And then we got Ted Larson. It's only $1.9 million, but
Ted Larson 1.9. I mean,
we could use the depth, but when he's out there, it's bad.
Oh, well, line is ridiculous.
It's really both lines is bad.
I don't. To me, he could stay off the fact that not as a starter, but just for depth, he could stay. Yeah. I mean, I don't really. We need everything we can do at guard, and I would hate to see who's worse than him, somebody worse than him in there. So we got to see. Also, it just depends on free agency, how the guards looking at free agency. I don't really know how the guard market looking, but
yeah,
we definitely need a draft one anyway.
Oh yeah, it. Do you want Ted Larson or Jesse Davis? That's what it comes down to.
Oh, dang! I don't know. I'm gonna have a quarter. You gotta flip a quarter on that one. Flip heads or tails, whatever one. Either way. Quarterback getting killed, period. Whatever one you want, just flip a coin, and whichever one stays. But
yeah, right.
Whichever one's cheaper, to be quite honest with you. But
if we stick with this offensive line, we might need to draft Kyler Murray and fucking have him running around.
Run for his life. He got fast feet.
Yeah, he's against that Alabama game. I was tweeting out a lot. I was like, he's ridiculously fast, where he just takes off. It's crazy. But that's for another video. Then we got Akeem Spence, cut him $2.5 million. Again, it's not much, but what has he done?
What has he did? Yeah, that's what I say. Like, I be thinking of these players. What did you do this season? Like, I don't think I ever said Akeem Spence good stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. But he might be straight. Our defensive tackles. I mean, we couldn't stop the run anyway.
No.
What's the point? Nah, you cut him.
It seems like that started happening with us not being able to stop the run once Hayes and Vincent Taylor got knocked out.
Yeah, once Hayes got hurt, it was just a wrap, period. Yeah, to me, once Hayes got knocked out. So anybody else on that defensive line that's supposed to be stopping runs, they wasn't doing it.
Nope.
and they're probably going to go.
Yeah.
Then you have TJ McDonald. Now, TJ McDonald, he has $4.6 million savings, and then dead money is $1.4 million, and this is all with a post-June 1st cut. Now, we'd save 4.6, and then it'd be 1.4 in dead, so it's about 3.2 in savings, but it's not like what it doesn't hurt to keep them.
Because we wouldn't get that much money back, right? If we lost them.
Yeah, if we cut him, we save about $3.2 million for not a bad safety. TJ McDonald wasn't too great. He doesn't have the speed, but
he a good safety. Yeah, if he on another team for his role, he's a good safety.
Yeah.
But with Rashad Jones being in that same role, and I feel like is a great safety at what TJ McDonald is good at, there is no point of having him.
Yeah.
If you want to keep Rashad. Now, if you don't want to keep Rashad, then yes. But if you want to keep Rashad, like I want to keep Rashad, and that might be the next question. I want to keep Rashad. Then you need to, you have to keep. You have to get rid of TJ McDonald. He don't have no spot.
Yeah, exactly. And with that cap hit of only $4.6 million, he's easy to trade. We could get a third or a fourth if we wanted to.
Yeah, you could trade him. That would be perfect. That would be perfect to me.
Well, I wasn't going to talk about Rashad Jones till the very end, but since you brought him up, I don't want to trade him. You don't want to trade him. And this is why he probably won't be traded or cut. $15.2 million in dead money, only saving $2 million if he's cut or traded.
So
really?
It's
it's actually cheaper to keep the better player.
Yep.
It's a better financial mood. Exactly. So that should tell you, all right? And I don't even know how this even got to be a conversation, but it happened. Somehow Rashad Jones needed to go. Right. I don't get it. All the players, whatever. Matt Burke, I don't trust none of them. I don't trust none of them. They talking about, Rashad Jones be freelancing. Oh, leave him alone. Alone. He's a go.
And it's funny, too, because the way he made his contract was it came out perfect. Where he's like, you can't cut me because you're going to lose a lot of money in my contract.
We should have never even. There should never even be a conversation. To be quite honest with you.
No.
The only way it should be even a conversation I understand is you think we're completely tanking and rebuilding, and by the time we're not going to be good for another 3 years, and he's going to be 33 by that, so you might say, okay, well maybe just let him go now. But if you actually don't want to lose for the next 3 years, there's no way you should ever want to cut him.
Exactly, and it just makes that sense. Then we got Danny Amendola. We cut him. We saved $6 million.
Now, yeah, that's what a lot of people.
The article I read, they were like, I don't see this happening. Why not? Like
I said, Danny Amendola is another player, which I didn't sit up there and say, thank God we got Danny Amendola. Anytime in this season, he did make a big catch in one of them games. I forgot, like he got smacked and he put onto the ball. But that's what he's supposed to do in the slot. Mm-hmm. And maybe I just have high expectations because I'm about to mention a name that people don't like when I mention, and your viewers probably not going either. Maybe I just got high expectations of a slot receiver because Jarvis Landry was on the team for so many years, and he was such a great slot receiver. I have expectations of a slot receiver. So when I see Danny Amendola, he's just not. You feel me? He's just not all that. Maybe he's good. But my expectations the bar got set so high that it's just like, now I look at him and then he dropped all them passes against what was that game? One of the final games of the season. It's like when he dropped the pass at the goal line and we didn't score. Who was he playing? You remember? I think it was against the Vikings. Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah, he dropped those passes and that's like my last memories of him. And it's like he could go, but he can stay too, regardless.
So if we get rid of everyone that I said besides Rashad Jones, because that would be dumb, and me and you obviously want to keep Rashad Jones. The Dolphins would save $82 million. So they would be around $82 million under the cap. And if we're in a rebuild or a tank mode, that's enough money to start getting these young, great players.
Yeah, that's that's how much we saved, and I think all of them are worth getting rid of. Everybody that we named is worth getting rid of. None of them did all that special for us, to be quite honest with you, this season. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, and you stick with the core of players that actually contributed. You Albert Wilson, Xavier Howard, Kenyon Drake, Balaj,
Because I do feel like we got a lot of young talent on that team, y'all. I just want to say this is besides the point of the video, but I do believe that we don't have to fully tank already. No. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people say, let's just get rid of everybody. I don't see it like that. I do think we got, especially on the defensive side of the ball, we got a lot of talent that we could really we could make something out of this. We don't have to go to full tank, y'all.
No.
Maybe half rebuild. I ain't got to go full crazy. Get rid of everybody.
All we need to do is build the offense and defensive lineup, get a quarterback, and get a stud number one receiver. And then on the corner opposite Xavier Howard, we're set.
Yeah, and we already got the 13th pick, so we're going to get one of them for sure. And we just got to worry about the rest.
Exactly. So comment below, guys. Let us know what you think about who should stay, who should go. If you think everyone should go and we should get the 82 million, let us know below. But we're going to get to one of your guys' questions. I got one from Twitter and I got one from here on YouTube. They're both kind of the same thing. From Twitter, that guy says, with the Cards potentially thinking about Kyler Murray and maybe trading Rosen, would you like the Finns to float out a third or a second to trade for Rosen? And then on YouTube, Noah Martin says, would you give up a second for Josh Rosen? So what is your thoughts? If the Cards do draft Kyler Murray with that first pick this year, because if you guys don't know, he said that he wants to go into the draft and not play for the Oakland A's, would you give up a second or a third for Josh Rosen?
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm desperate for a quarterback.
You do it?
I'm desperate. So you say a second?
Second or a third?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm desperate for a quarterback, y'all. I'm desperate. And he's young. Listen, he was a 10th pick last season, right?
Yeah.
And he just, you don't know how good he was playing for the Cardinals. They suck.
Yeah.
And they had 2 offensive coordinators with him. He went through a lot. I'm making excuses never mind. But listen, he had multiple offensive coordinators, and I would do it, especially for a second round draft pick. It'd be like we drafted him last year. I don't know, but I would definitely do it.
Yeah.
For a second.
Yeah, for a second, because I guess when the draft plays out, if this happens after the draft where then they want to trade him and then start talking to people, it depends on how the draft starts to pan out. Because come second round, if they're like, hey, we want to get rid of Josh Rosen, and then you look at the quarterbacks that are second round, then yeah, pull the trigger. Like you said, we are so desperate for a quarterback.
And and then Josh Rosen, a lot of people liked him. Did you like him last year?
If he fell to where we were, I would have been like, all right, whatever. I'm glad we got Mika Fitzpatrick, though. But, if he would have fell and then we took him, I wouldn't have been pissed. I would have been like, all right, finally Adam Gase isn't babying Tannehill, which cost him his job. But, I would have been indifferent, but I don't know.
Yeah, I would have, I wouldn't have minded it last year, so I don't mind it this year, especially not for a second.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that is the video, guys. Be sure, if you guys aren't subscribed to Kflexin, what's wrong with you? What's wrong? I feel like everyone's subscribed to you and no one subscribed to me. But anyway,
everybody subscribed to. Well, listen, if you're watching this video, you probably already subscribed to him, right?
Yeah,
but everybody
exactly.
subscribed to Dougie. He's doing his thing, man. He's been doing his thing for a while. You know what I'm saying? I only collaborate with the hardest working people. He been working hard like I have been. Him, a couple other Dolphins YouTubers, a couple other football YouTubers. Everybody working hard. You know what I'm saying? He working hard, putting out videos every day. So check out his channel if y'all are here already. Then like it. Well, you're already here. Whatever.
But be sure to follow us both on Twitter. I'm going to put both our Twitter handles below us. It's that time of the year where, all these rumors are happening, so we're both going to be tweeting a lot. Give this video a thumbs up because, look, we're here. We did this for you
guys. This might be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so if y'all like this video, I ain't coming back.
It's never happening again. Make sure to subscribe, like I said, to his channel, to my channel, and like usual, guys, stay classy. Fins up.
Fins up, y'all.